Before you watch this, I want to give you some context. One of the biggest misconceptions around fat loss and fitness are that results come from motivation or willpower. They don't. They come from having the right structure, the right support, and a plan that actually fits your life. The person you're about to hear from didn't have more time, they didn't have the perfect plan or the perfect amount of discipline, or even wait for the perfect moment. They simply stopped guessing. They got clear on what they needed to do and stayed consistent with the right support. This is Stevie. Not to impress you, but to show you what's possible when the process finally fits.
I'm Stevie Burke. I'm a construction project manager with Farron's Construction, and I've been at the PT Centre now just coming up in 2.5 years. I've always been fit and healthy and whatever, and I've always been active, but I've always carried a bit of timber that I could never shift and was never fully comfortable and happy. And same with Lindsay, and I'm going to have to give her credit. She's the one that found the PT Centre and made the initial engagement and whatever, but it was the two of us we were coming up on being 50 the following year. Had big plans, holidays, but we wanted to be in the best shape that we've been in. We wanted to make that change. I think before that I've done keto, I've done different bits and pieces, I've lost weight, and even when I lost weight with, say, the keto and stuff like that, I wasn't happy with my shape. That hadn't changed because, I still felt like I looked the same. Scales told me I was lighter, which was great, but I didn't feel that, change. Massive. So many different facets and whatever, the community, the buzz, I can self-brag getting the consistency award this year, but that's like, I'm here 2.5 years. I've missed one session through injury. Other than that, I've been at every session, and that's because I've wanted to come. I've enjoyed, I'm stronger now. I've lost the weight, I've kept the weight off, I've maintained and stuff like that, but now I can see progression every time I come. I feel in the peak of my adult, say I'm now over 50 and whatever. Tons has happened, I've kept that weight off, we celebrated 50, we got married, and everything is sort of kept, go to the word, consistent, but, that is probably one of the key words and whatever, and the PT Centre has sort of instilled that and kept that in me. I don't know, there's a long list. There's challenges I've done in between, things inside the gym that I've done, lifting the weight, lifting what I'm lifting now, and doing it all with keeping form, not sacrificing, not ego lifting and any of that stuff. Happy, that proud, I've lost that weight, I've kept that weight off. I've now got a body that, say, scales tell me one thing, which they did before, but I wasn't happy, whereas now I'm happy in my clothes, I'm happy in my skin. I've also, probably from here, I'm probably having that new sort of energy. I've gone on to do other challenges, the cycling, marathons, and done them. So many different things I'm proud of, all sort of different things, different diversities, but it probably has all come from the time I'm being in here. Stop thinking, do it. It's no-brainer. If somebody's never been to the gym before, this is an easy place to come into. Even I've been used to the gyms and still would have had a gym anxiety, would have gone in, no plan, no structure in my head, but I had a rough idea what I was going in to do. Gone in, maybe a couple of machines I was looking to use, they're busy. So I'd have gone in, done a half-assed workout and sort of thought, tick the box, left. You come in here, it's structured, there's a team of PTs around you. There's a team that come in and train with you, that all support, all push, encourage, the atmosphere, and so that's why I consistently come to sessions and whatever, because I enjoy those sessions. I look forward to coming here every week. It's 2.5 years has been, say, Chase the Sun, that was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
2 marathons this year, whenever you sort of, like this year, we got married in February, 2 marathons.
Yeah, it's been a huge year.
It's just hanging, I sat and was looking through my weights and stuff, because I sat through the photos last night and sat writing notes, because there was key things I wanted to sort of say, and all the things you say, calorie deficit, and that's where, on the keto, I got down to 14.4. But me, PT Centre 14.4 and keto 14.4 was two different images in the mirror. And I wasn't, I still look the same. But the scales down there were saying, well done. I'm thinking, and that's, so I've looked through sort of all my weight through the times and whatever, and yeah, last year's gone up and down, but I think the one thing, I've never been, oh shit, I've put on, I know what I need to do, and so, as I said to you, the 6-week challenge was just sort of I'm tuned in now for, I weighed myself this morning, so that's the latest. The one time I weighed myself after the half marathon last year, and I was 13.3. And I weighed myself today, I was 13.4. The marathon weight I don't count, well, it still shows on my scale, I don't count because that was after, that would be sort of after the exercise and whatever, whereas I'm now sitting probably lighter than 4 pound lighter than I was last week. It's, there's so many, last night I was sitting, 6-week challenge, I didn't drink or didn't eat chocolate. I had the calories there to do it. I just wanted to maximise that 6 weeks. So if you're doing a challenge, do a challenge. I got a, and there was weekends I was coming home thinking, I'll have a drink, and then thought, what's the point of having a drink for, and putting a few calories in and whatever. So that's not sacrifice. That was me making a choice to maximise that 6-week window. Last night, whatever, I was sitting, had my dinner a wee bit earlier because I was home earlier. I sort of, you have a package and whatever. Went and made a hot chocolate, grabbed the bar chocolate. Bar chocolate's still sitting there. I haven't touched it. I was looking at it and going, right, why do I want a bit of that? Because one, it tastes good. But, is it gonna, what's it gonna do? So I had my hot chocolate and that took the, so it sat there right in front of me. So it wasn't as if I put it away and it was out of sight and I'd forgotten about it. It was sitting there, Part of me as well thought, you know what, if I don't have 2 bits tonight, I can have 4 bits tomorrow night. I can have a Saturday, and that was, so it is that just pushing it down the road, but not sort of a, I can't have that, I'm not having that, or...
Stories like this are never about doing everything right. They're about commitment, support, and learning how to keep going when life gets tough and it gets busy and it gets overwhelming. What you just heard didn't happen overnight. It happened because the process made sense. The plan fit his life and he had accountability when motivation dipped. If you saw yourself in any part of that story and you're ready to stop guessing and start building real momentum, you can apply for our 6-week challenge below. The links are in the description.